We celebrate our kids' victories. We want to be there for that. But especially when they are struggling, that's when we especially want to be there for them. We don't want them to struggle alone. So if we can be an extra support for them, just to, channel God's love for them, I think that's really worthwhile as a parent. So, hello everyone. Welcome back to School of Love, where we want to help you create parent-child relationships where you can talk about anything, especially about sex. And today I'm here with my sister, Eva Pejkofski from Czech Republic. And yeah, she just recently finished a boot camp, the School of Love Bootcamp. And yeah, so she was working on this directly with a group of parents and myself. And yeah, I'd love to talk about that today with you, Ava, but welcome to the podcast. Yeah. So can you just tell us a little bit about yourself? Like, when did you get blessed, Ava, and how many kids do you have? Yeah, what's your favorite tea or beverage? Yeah, just some fun facts about Ava.
Fun fact. Yeah. So I am I'm full Czech, living in the Czech Republic, and my husband we have been blessed in 2010 in Korea in the Kintex, and yes, he's from the Balkans,
Yeah.
and we share 4 children. The oldest is 12, then 8, almost 9, 5, and 2, and 2 boys, 2 girls. It's quite, many people say like, how did you manage that? Because maybe that's the first fun fact. Like it's a girl, boy, girl, boy.
Oh, wow.
Somehow it happened. There's no recipe. Um, yeah. And I'm right now I'm 35, and um, I joined our movement when I was about 16, 17, and same for my husband actually. But anyway, he joined in Albania. I joined in Czech, and I'm a musician. I'm a violinist, and um, fun fact about me. So yeah, I can't think of anything funny now, but maybe I'll stick with the beverage. uh, I I love mint tea, and
Oh,
recently I discovered they make a mint tea with lemon,
mm,
uh, and I love drinking that. And
nice.
I like coffee, but only the taste of coffee, and I can't really drink coffee
I
because it
see.
just makes me feel too unsettled.
Jittery. Yeah.
But I like the taste, so always when I go to a coffee place, I ask if they have decaf. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's about myself, I guess, shortly.
Oh man, I just had like this strong reminder of my sister because, yeah, she's similar aged. I think she's also 35 and she also loves the taste of coffee but can't drink it because it's just too strong for her. Wow, cool. Yeah. So also, I just wanted to add on to your little intro that you have International Association of Arts and Culture for Peace, right?
Oh yeah, that.
Yeah. Like, are
Yeah,
you like the person in charge of that, or like, yeah,
in Europe,
what are you in Europe? Uh-huh.
in for the EUMI region. Yes, yeah, that's something. Yeah, I think that everybody is excited about. We would like, but it's exciting for everybody. And yeah, we have a small team, and yes, we want to build peace through art. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah, nice. Yeah, I love the idea. And when time allows, I hope I can join you guys.
Yeah.
I really believe art can really inspire and change a lot. So nice. Yeah. So let's get into the boot camp. So yeah, we did this. Actually, it was really cool. We had a lot of fathers in our group, right? I think we were like half fathers, half mothers. And so, yeah, what brought you to join the boot camp other than me
Yeah.
pestering you?
Well, that was a big part of it. I will get to that, but I think originally I feel like we all need to grow and keep growing. There's so much to learn that we have not received from our parents in terms of like a good example, um, yeah, how to be a parent, and yeah, even though we have two parents, but still, like we're many of these healthy patterns we need to build. We are still the generation, and I guess it will be still at least few more generations. It will be like this. We are really establishing the new, better, good parenting, family environment and patterns. So I just feel like I always need to grow and develop, and so I just saw this, and I thought it's a great chance. Also, um, it's always much better when you have people to, yeah, like that keep you accountable.
Wow.
Um, it's much more powerful, or the effect is much, yeah, can take place much faster. um yeah, if you have a group of people, and it proved true. I mean, this were the motivations, but it also proved true after or during the boot camp. But then, yes, like it was hard because I just there's so many things going on, and with the work of my husband and kids, and uh, the different missions I have and work, and so I just felt like I really want it, and I tried one time or two times before, but it was different days and I could not, and we were communicating about that. But so then I think the final and very important touch was you, because yeah, you really, for me this was important because you take like a special personal care for everyone, and so you made it possible that I could attend. So I just feel like this is also big plus of the boot camp, that not just a group of people, good content, but also you as a caring facilitator with like personal touch to all the participants. So yeah, all of this together, I was really grateful. Finally, I was able to commit. Because I think you even changed the day because of me, but it turned out it was also good for some others, right? So
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, that's so nice to hear. And, it also just shows how much I wanted you. Because you're just such a, I mean, I got to meet you also shortly beforehand, in person. And it was, yeah, one of these experiences where, you feel like you know someone because you've met them online often, but then you meet them in person and then you get to know them even more. And then, yeah, I just really liked you. And yeah, I thought maybe this would be a nice experience. So, yeah, so it was so awesome that worked out. Yeah, um, so our boot camp is over 6 weeks, and we have 6 sessions with various topics. And I'm wondering which part of the boot camp really helped you to take action in your family.
Yeah, I think it was of course, the mixture of it all. It's a well structured. I didn't take the materials with me to that I could name, a specific topic or so. But what what made me, I guess, two things were the most that would keep me, that keep pushing me. One was that we kept each other accountable through sharing, and then you also kindly reminded us. So, yeah, we set goals, and then during the week, I think in the beginning we managed even like during the week, but then towards the end, we were all like, just kind of trying to send it at least right before the meeting. Like
Better than
we
nothing, yeah.
we sent, how we are doing. We shared how we are doing, and I guess nobody likes to share. Yeah, I just didn't do it. Or I think sometimes we did, or I did, or others also, like we were being honest with each other, but at the same time it's motivating, like if possible you want to avoid yeah, not fulfilling it. So this was one good point, a strong point. And also actually the testimonies, where, yeah, like the content was important as a basic, but then there were a few testimonies during the boot camp, two or three, yeah, two maybe. And this was for me really the concrete examples, because I guess it also depends on personality, but for me I always wonder, like, even if you hear something nice or meaningful, okay, but so how can I make it work? I always like want to see the next step. So yeah, this was for me also inspiring, and I did use it. Was very useful tips. I started. It helped me initiate some, I think, healthy habits. Yeah, in my family.
Wonderful. Yeah. Yeah, that's nice. Yeah, I agree that accountability as a group is so much more powerful and also enjoyable. Like it's nice to share your successes with other parents, right? Or other great people. Um, yeah, so also in parenting, like this could be a really great tool and experience. And so yeah, like you know what I've experienced that like the boot camp starts and then somehow I don't know if it's God or the universe or the law of attraction, but sometimes situations present themselves during this time. Or maybe we're just becoming more aware as parents, like, oh, like this is a good chance to, bring up this point with my child or, with my spouse or in our family. It might be where do babies come from? Or maybe my child heard something from a friend at school. um, yeah, I'm just wondering if any of these kind of opportunities presented themselves in your family during this time.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. Yeah, I was also wondering, like, is it just coincidence, or is it the universe, or the spiritual world, or yeah. So anyway, I think we know this, that when you just go in certain direction, the universe just
Helps
prepares
you.
all the everything around. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, to be concrete, I um specifically, for instance, with my daughter, with the oldest, uh, around the time of the boot camp, it's just we never were like that we would have bad relationship, or that it was not like we wouldn't speak at all, but somehow suddenly she started to tell me on her own, um, without me even making any effort yet, uh, about things like for instance, she told me she had a crush at school. It wasn't. She's still young, and it's nothing serious. And like, even we may not like to talk about it, but it's kind of normal. Or I don't know if normal is the right word. but it's definitely a topic that, it happens. You like somebody, you don't know how to deal with it, especially, of course, the teenagers. And she just told me on her own. Like, I was like, wow, that's take some courage. I don't know
Yeah.
if that's normal or not. And she just told me like that, and this opened this beautiful opportunity for us to just speak about it, and I shared with her, and I listened to her, and then yeah, I told her I was really grateful to her. But I think it happened around the time of the bootcamp, and there was another thing, which was like a bomb for me. Maybe you remember it happened during the bootcamp. It never happened to me before. That I was just browsing. I was looking online for something. I was looking for some. I was googling name of one politician in the Czech Republic, because anyways there are always struggles on the political scene, and I was just thinking like, who is this guy, because he was elected and he's like everywhere now in the media, and I clicked on his name, and a porn suddenly like hit me, like accessible just like that. It never happened to me before, and it happened also during the boot camp, and uh, and then this really kind of yeah proved or made this desire to establish good protected environment in our family even stronger in me. um yeah so
Yeah.
things like this happen. Yeah.
Yeah. Thanks so much for sharing. I really appreciate it. And I feel so, I don't know, grateful, I guess, to God and the universe that these situations come up. Although, of course, no one wants to see porn. But I remember the day you shared that, and it was just so, yeah, I loved your, um, just, yeah, just the openness. Like, guys, I saw porn. And I was just like, it was like so, it sounded so dramatic, but like so clear and to the point. I was like, awesome for sharing. And yeah, it's so true. It's unfortunately so easy that it can, so accidentally be seen by us, by our kids. Um, and so, yeah, it was really a good wake up call for all of us, I think. And I love, yeah, that, yeah, sharing about crushes. I feel like that's the best, like, antidote or like for crushes, if it needs one, is to just share about it. And so that's so great to have that openness, especially in a mother-daughter relationship. So I think a lot of us missed this growing up, and it's something I hope to provide in my family for my kids. So yeah, that definitely needs a lot of foundation, like a connected foundation. And yeah, that's why I also wanted to ask you because we talked a lot about connection. That's part of our boot camp too. And what helped you to stay connected with your children? Um, yeah, still now, because I know you're a super busy mom, busy with not just motherhood, but also a lot with the church and the movement, doing a lot. So, yeah, what helps you stay connected with your children?
Yeah, this is what I one of the things I liked also about the boot camp, that it's like it seems like you're going to talk about sex the whole time, like when you see how to talk with kids about sex, or but actually yes, it was at first, but then it was also throughout the whole boot camp it continued, about the connection, about the genuine relationship and connection we share in the family as a base for any conversation, anything, including the sexual topic. So this is what I also liked, and it helped me realize even more how important it is. And I cannot say I am doing great. I can definitely say I'm trying. even before, and then during and after the boot camp, even more. There's still a lot to improve, but for instance, in this, the testimonies also helped me with the concrete tips how to do things. I'm trying to. Um, it's like it's hard when I experience this every day, like the children scream on the top of each other, like, "Mom, look, Mom, I need this, Mom,
Uh,
I need that," like, and they need it now and here, and just in 1 minute is too late, and the whole world is going to burn when you will not answer me now. Yeah, so um um yeah, anyway, it's hard to care for each one child, how they need.
yeah,
But I just I try. Maybe I cannot do that every day with each child, but I think 2 or 3 days ago I was just playing with my youngest one. It was so beautiful, but I was really playing with him. There's so much work to do always at home that many times we're just together, and he's doing something. He's either playing or watching something, or something, and then I'm cleaning, I'm washing, I'm working. But that recently I just played with him. I just was with him, focused on him. We just played hide and seek. It was so amazing, so beautiful.
so
And
nice.
these moments are the moments that build the genuine connection that you then have with the child. So yeah, I mean, I definitely need to improve much more in it. But with the oldest, I try to take also time to talk with her, to ask her, to listen to her. I can see how important it is for her to, yeah, that I listen to her here and now.
Yeah,
She asks. Anyway, I try to be also honest. Like, if I can't, I come later. I apologize, and I don't play the perfect parent, but yeah. So yeah, I feel like I'm still in. It's a work in progress. Uh,
sure.
but the intentional time that we do together is just there's nothing. I don't know if it's too strong to say it like that, but there's like nothing more important. I feel like we need to improve this with my husband too.
Sure,
Anyways,
yeah.
maybe I need to join another boot camp in the future again for that. Mm.
It is in the making. The next levels are coming, but yeah, I feel with you so much because, yeah, like we get a lot of family time, but one-on-one time that doesn't come so easily, especially with my husband right now. Um, and yeah, I was just sharing recently how, with some friends, how this really domino affects into all areas of life. Like when my husband and I miss out on quality time, I feel like how it affects almost everything. Um, so I'm just really thinking I've kind of stalled this long enough. I really need to make more time for that myself. But yeah, I feel like also, yeah, the like we have girls, our oldest are the same age, our older kids, and yeah, I also really want to make this prior like this quality time with her. Um, yeah, it's just as important as the baby. Our baby is 10 months
Yeah,
now, and yeah, just the baby voices, every time he needs the attention. I feel like the younger they are, the more easily and freely they demand the attention.
yeah,
And then the older they get, that kind of, yeah, I guess it's also part of maturity, becoming more independent, but it can be that they also voice it less, or don't demand it at all. At least that's kind of the character of my daughter, and so um,
Yeah.
yeah, I need to prioritize it on my side because she might not do it. So um, yeah.
Yeah. But I have experienced that it's exactly how you say, but then they need very little to open up.
Hmm.
Like it's just literally like I just take her to her favorite place where they go with classmates for bubble tea, like Korean bubble tea. And immediately she starts talking and she will not stop. Just she starts sharing, and it takes as little as just going out for coffee. So then I'm like, oh, why don't I? It's not so difficult how it seems like. But anyway, always life gets in the way, and it doesn't happen as often as I would wish to.
Yeah, I love that because, yeah, I mean, as they get older, I guess their interests are also more defined. And so actually, that's a big cue for us, like, okay, we can just do that. Like, my daughter loves to read. I know I can always ask her, so what's the book about right now that you're reading? And usually she loves talking about it. So, yeah, it doesn't have to be so complicated. We just have to, find what lights them up. And, um, yeah, like what I know I do is I kind of get lost in the bringing up part of my kids. Like I'm thinking, oh, shouldn't you be doing more studying now? Or why don't you go help out? Everybody is like should be doing something to clean. Why aren't you doing it? Because you're the oldest. And um, but then I I have to rewind in my thoughts and be like, you know, actually, I need to just connect with her. Like all of these things happen so much more smoothly when we feel connected. Then also I can still ask her to do things, and it feels so much less of a nag when we're connected, um, rather than when we haven't connected for a long time, and then I ask for things. It feels so much more of a burden for both of us. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
how it is. Yeah. So, how do you feel about initiating conversations on sex-related topics? Do you feel like you can do that? Like you can initiate that?
Yeah, I really liked when you had testimony during the boot camp. You also shared some useful tips, and one of the things you shared was you just started from zero yourself, um, and then so to make it kind of normal, feel normal, it doesn't feel so normal in the beginning. It may not feel, or it may even feel a little bit forced, or like, so you would just kind of bring up the big words just randomly, like,
Yeah.
and I, I tried to use you to do it too. Uh, Maybe I should be doing it even more often, but anyway, I try to be intentional about it. So, when I'm often with kids. Often I'm alone with them during the whole day, and so we just, now they are the second and the third one. They are now in the period like they laugh about, you have a butt, ha, and yeah, they're in this period of like, I need to go to pee, ha. Yeah, so then in the past we would call the sexual organs like a holy place. We would say, you know, so yeah, when we would speak, you need to wash up. You don't want to take shower? Okay, at least you need to wash your holy place. Like we would call it this way. Uh, it somehow it happened like it became a habit. Unintentionally, it happened that even our oldest, she would call it until recently only holy place. She didn't want to call it anything else, any children's name or anything. Um, and then after boot camp, I thought like, okay, not bad, but let's use the real names. So I started to just talk about it. I would just ask them, and do you know actually how it's really called, the holy place? For women it's like this, and I would just tell them. I would just tell
Uh-huh.
them, and kind of I would watch myself and them, like, how do I feel? How do they look at me? And yeah, so it does not feel yet like normal or natural. I need to do it intentionally, but when I do it, it doesn't feel awkward. It really is just a normal conversation like any other.
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice.
So I'm trying to do that, and I'm planning to continue. Yeah, just
Yeah,
basically I feel like, okay, that's good, it's a progress, but I still want to take even more time with the oldest one, who is already in their teenage years, to you know it also includes the topic of menstruation, right? And because, of course, for women, for sisters, it's much more complex, also in this way, um, and the changes of the cycle and so on. And I wanna take more time, yeah, with her about that also.
yeah, yeah, which is also a beautiful way to connect if we can make it, not like an embarrassing topic to talk about, but like, wow, this is an amazing part of womanhood and um, part of growing up and the ability to conceive a child. So, yeah, but yeah, I feel like we'll never get it perfect. I was recently sharing, um, or I heard a testimony recently of a mother who recently talked with her kids about where do babies come from, and she felt like it was good, but like there were a few points like she wished, oh, I wish I had talked a bit more about, God and God's creation and which is, also great and important, but that's why we don't need to pressure ourselves to say everything in one go, we can just keep it as an idea, for the next conversation. Um,
Yeah,
yeah. Yeah. And so, yeah, how do you wish to be, um, I guess my question is what kind of role do you wish to play in the future? Like if you could describe that for your kids, um, your role in their understanding of sex. What if you could describe like, I don't know, in a few words, what kind of role you wish to play?
I really, really wish that they feel safe to come to me and my husband about anything, including sex. I just I know I'm not there yet. It's not yet natural to just talk about completely everything on a daily basis, but I really want to get there. And it's not just about talking about it, but it's about the connection. It's about the relationship. I want them to feel it. I cannot force it on them. That's the whole issue, right? With the fall and everything, like, it has to come naturally. uh and so this is my big desire. I really I was so moved when my daughter just shared with me, I have a crush, and I was just thinking about God, about Heavenly Parent, how I never thought about this, like, how how happy he is when we come to him for help, you know?
Mm,
I didn't feel she's burdening me. I didn't feel like she should not, ask me. She should, or whatever. She should not bother me. I felt so privileged.
yeah,
And it gave me a completely different, it put me in completely different position or spot than if I am the one who is like digging,
yeah,
finding out, trying hard to, establish new habits. So I really desire for them to feel safe, and even if they mess up, to come, and that I can help them. So yeah, this is my honest desire for, I'm sure also for my husband, that yeah, they can. So for me, I didn't grow up in this way, but also in our movement later when I joined, we did not have this kind of like when we started family life, um, like there are things I was wondering about, or I needed you know help with, or I was not sure about, or like this. And so I really want to yeah, change this with our children. And yeah, yeah. Does it make sense?
Yeah, it does. Yeah. Yeah, I feel similar. I mean, I also, even growing up in the movement, um, it wasn't quite yet the kind of culture. Yeah, like it's like what you said in the beginning, it takes a few generations to refine the culture and bring it up really to what we, yeah, really feel good about. And yeah, also, especially on sex-related topics, um, it wasn't, I could luckily recognize as a parent, not at the beginning of parenthood, but somewhere more recently that, yeah, I need to change this culture, especially regarding sexuality. And yeah, thanks to School of Love and make some changes in my family. And yeah, it's totally possible. And I love what you said. I feel like you just really hit the nail on the head. We just want our kids to feel safe to come to us. I love I love that. That's the ultimate goal, right? Because I feel more and more uh of course we celebrate our kids' victories. We want to be there for that. But especially when they are struggling, that's when we especially want to be there for them. We don't want them to struggle alone. And I think so many of us have struggled alone. And yeah, so if we can be an extra support for them, um, just to, you know, channel God's love for them, I think that's really worthwhile as a parent. So yeah, thank you so much for sharing, Eva. And yeah,
It's my pleasure.
yeah, thank you. And look forward to meeting you in person sometime again when we go on our second lap around Europe, maybe.
Yes,
I don't
safe.
know. Yeah, we'll do it
Thank
someday.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. I feel it's really good what you're doing, and I'm grateful to some years ago when the Wolfenbergers visited Czech, Heinun was not yet so developed into the different branches. They had this sharing um, to blessed families, about them, about their relationship, because we spend a lot of time dealing with our um, yeah, like young young people and young couples, and now also children. But then all this older generation, now maybe I can also count myself at least partially into that. We just, it was like I don't know, it was just like coming from some other world or from other planet, just talking about pleasure on
Mm.
the stage, you
Mm-hmm.
know laughing about it, being casual about it, and we were all just like, oh. uh, but I was so grateful, and I just feel this is a very important work, and I'm grateful that they like keep going, don't give up after 1 or 2 years. I'm sure it's not.
Mm.
So yeah, like this whole um High Noon network, I feel it's very important work, and I'm grateful for that. Thank you
Yeah.
to you. Yeah.
yeah, I mean, thank you to Wolfenbergers. I got to see them recently, and yeah, I really love how they're really bringing, like, expanding their vision more and more. I really feel like it's exciting for God, and yeah, it's exciting to be a part of. So, yeah, I hope parents listening to this will feel inspired to connect, because that's how we can really change the culture, is when we connect more and more and work on this together. And yeah, thank you, Ava. You're such a wonderful mom and sister. And yeah, you're just awesome. Awesome, Ava.
Thank you. Thank you. You too.
Yeah. Okay. Well, see you, and yeah, all the best.
Too. Thank you.